AITA for sabotaging my ex-wife's wedding and getting full custody after what she did. I 36M was married to Tara 34F for 10 years. We have 2 kids 9M, 7F. We looked like the typical suburban family, but 2 years ago she started pulling away. I suggested counseling, she refused. I later found out she was having an affair with a coworker, Jake. I was crushed but stayed civil. We divorced last year. I agreed to 50/50 custody and lowered child support to help her stand on her own. 3 months later, Jake moved in and my kids started calling him daddy too. That was the first red flag. Then my daughter came home with a burn on her thigh. She whispered, "Daddy," to spilled soup. He told me not to tell you. I confronted Tara, who brushed it off as an accident. I started documenting everything: photos, texts, recordings, and dates. While doing some digging, I found Jake's ex-wife. We'd never met, but when I told her my kids were living with him, she was horrified. Turns out Jake had a restraining order filed against him for being inappropriate with a minor, her nephew. It had been dropped under strict supervised visit terms. She still had the paperwork. I took it all to my lawyer and filed for emergency custody. In court, the judge wasn't pleased with either of us, but once they saw the full picture: Jake's record, Tara's dismissiveness, emotional manipulation of the kids, I was granted full custody. Tara now only has supervised visitation. She screamed in court, said I ambushed her and ruined her life because she moved on. Then came her wedding announcement. Yes, she was marrying Jake. She even listed our kids as flower girl and ring bearer. She sent me an invite. I forwarded it to Jake's ex-wife. She showed up at the venue and handed out copies of the restraining order to family members. No huge scene, just enough whispers to cause chaos. Tara's dad confronted her. The officiant packed up, and the wedding was postponed. Jake moved out a week later, apparently for space. Tara texted me afterward, calling me bitter and manipulative. She said I used the courts to steal her children. I didn't reply. I was too busy helping my daughter build a blanket fort and listening to my son talk about his science project like a normal kid, not one stuck in a tug-of-war between adults. My parents, who stayed neutral during the divorce, now tell me I did the right thing. Even they were worried when they saw how fast Tara tried to replace me in the kids' lives. They've stepped in more too. My mom volunteers at their school and my dad helps coach soccer. It's not perfect, and I'm not pretending I was a flawless husband, but I was a good dad, and when it came time to protect my kids, I did what had to be done. I don't regret any of it. So, Reddit.AITA.